Christian, third successive win. That's a side that's turning the corner, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I think from the start we had a lot of things we needed to change, and we've done that by winning. It hasn't been beautiful for 90 minutes, but we have 3 wins.
Yeah, and you have to show a bit of steel away from home.
Yeah, no, I think we are at the moment we're winning 1-0. We keep it tight, but yeah, no, obviously we want to do better. But I think this is a good start, and it's a good build. We can take something from this, and obviously the 3 points is the most important.
The one goal, a lovely goal, Jaden, lovely team goal.
Yeah, it was a great team goal. I'm just happy that I got the goal for the team and I got 3 points.
Yeah, you look confident now. Of course, the goal against Liverpool helped as well.
Yeah, obviously doing pre-season with the team. My first pre-season. Obviously, last year I missed pre-season, so I got to know the players a lot more. And then we worked on a few stuff, and yeah, I'm getting more comfortable.
Yeah, and in terms of this side, knitting together, but in the first half you pretty much dominated. Do you think you should have killed the game off, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's similar to Southampton. I mean, we did very well until we scored, and then we have to keep momentum. We have to kill the game early, obviously. Otherwise, it's going to be a tight game until the end, like today.
Table's looking a little bit better, Jaden. You're up into 5th now.
Yeah, we hoped to start the season with 2 wins, but obviously, that woke us up, and happy that we got the 3rd win today.
Yeah, making progress. A big game at the weekend now. Another one, Arsenal.
Yeah, I mean, from now on, they just keep coming every Thursday, Sunday from now until after the World Cup. So, I mean, yeah, we're looking good. I mean, we're getting the points, so we're getting the base of what we need to do. But obviously, it's going to be a tight schedule, but a lot of fun games in between.
Congratulations, gentlemen. Thank you.
To see Jadon Sancho smiling and enjoying his football, because he had a bit of a difficult first season in the Premier League last year. He's now got his 2nd goal of the campaign, Micheal. Are you expecting him to be quite fruitful for Manchester United this year?
I still think he can get a lot better. It's very difficult to come into this team and perform exactly as you have done in previous teams. We've seen it for years and years and years now. Top players have come into this team and struggled, and that's just been the atmosphere, the way they're playing, everything about it, the confidence of the team. It's been difficult, whereas other teams that are flying high, any old player can go into there and they all of a sudden look world class after a couple of weeks. That's just what happens, and as I say, that's happened to a lot of players. Sancho is a player that probably struggled at the start and then really had a good patch towards the end of the season. And he started this season with a couple of goals as well, which is always important. He is a really talented player, and he's one of those players that if United can get something going, if the manager can really get this place going, then I think we could be seeing a totally different player than what we've seen over the last season or so, which has been decent, but I know there's more to come.
Is he a player that perfectly suits the way Erik ten Hag wants to play?
I think he suits playing on the left. I think that's when he plays his best, he's most comfortable. I don't think he's just going to absolutely kick and run and blast past players like maybe a Rashford would. He likes to come in, cut, skillful, and then have someone overlapping, and I think he really suits playing on the left, and I think that's why Anthony will come in on the right and they'll both cut in, and he just looks more comfortable. And the biggest thing that he said in the interview was pre-season. If you don't have a pre-season, you'll know this, Mo, that the whole of your season's kind of ruined because you've got no foundations to start strong on, and he's had that this season. He looks fitter, as he said, he's grown into the role, he's looking more confident. But for me, it's because he's playing on the left-hand side where I think that's where he's at his best.
How much of a difference does that make, having that full pre-season with the team that you're about to head into the campaign with?
It does, yeah. A foundation, that's the right word. It doesn't just stop or prevent you getting injured. And of course, we can all have freak injuries where you get a blow or whatever, but in terms of muscle problems and things like that, a lot of the time that's due to conditioning. And if you have a really good pre-season, then you almost, that falls by the wayside. You're strong, and then you've almost got a foundation to play throughout the season and be at a really top level. And you only have to focus on your performance, really, not about the aches, the pains that come with it. So it's important. He's actually not as quick as I thought he was. I used to watch him as a kid. He signed for Manchester City and he was in the youth team there. And I used to just love watching him. He was so good, so naturally balanced, and he looked really quick. When he's come to the Premier League, I've not thought he was as quick as I thought he was. He's more skillful and needs the ball cut in, and the run that he made today, out to win and taking it around the goalkeeper. He's a goal-scoring, attacking player, and I think there's so much more to come from him. I really look forward to seeing him second half of the season when, as I say, Manchester United are playing a little bit more expansive. At the minute, they're grinding results out. they're so much better than this, and I think we'll see that later on.
He took his goal well, his second goal of the season, Karen, but it's about the space that he manages to find himself in. How does he do that?
Well, I think it's his timing of his run as well, but I think Leicester was so open and expansive, and we mentioned it at half-time how key Bruno Fernandes was. And the through ball from Rashford, and then look, takes it around the keeper, and it's a tidy finish. But this is how big this is, the long ball. Leicester are spread open. You watch Bruno Fernandes just go on to peel onto that side. He's unmarked, and now you've got a problem. Leicester, you're 3v2. Great pass, and then this weight of pass and timing of Sancho to get back from offside to onside, and then to time his run, and then have the composure to take it around the keeper. And it's like what Micheal said there. He takes on the goalkeeper like an outfield player, goes round him. But it's just really from Bruno Fernandes, isn't it, Micheal?
Yeah, he does. He moves into that channel, and it's very difficult for anyone to come pick him up. Johnny Evans can't go, he'd be leaving Rashford. And we track the run there of Jadon Sancho, and it's a really good run because he's offside. He's the one that's just gone and closed the goalkeeper down. And again, we see the touch, the way he caresses that, not too heavy, under pressure, keeps a cool head. He can finish, the lad. He was really cool in front of goal against Liverpool the other day. And give him a chance, and he invariably knocks it away.
Interestingly, in the interview there, Christian Eriksen as well points out that they've been winning these games 1-0, narrow wins, but they're still maximum points. How do you see the way they've been winning these games? Is it a concern that they're only winning by 1-0?
No, not at all. I think the greatest thing is keeping the clean sheets. I've always said clean sheets win your championships, goals win your games. I don't think they win the championship, but it's that basic principle. And I was likening it to earlier. I read an Andre Agassi book, and he said that when he played tennis, his coach said to him, don't play to win the point, play for the opposition to lose the point. I feel like Man United haven't blitzed teams apart, but they've just done the basics, played it simple, and waited for those either mistakes or little moments, and that's how they've won the games. They haven't won it emphatically, but they've just done the basics really well, like we said at half time.
Yeah, and they have stripped it back to basics, and we are talking about Manchester United. We shouldn't really be thinking, grinding results out, but they were so bad. They have been so bad for so long, but they were so bad in those first two games. You can totally understand why the managers just said, right, we're not doing that again. We're not playing from the back. They're going a lot longer in games. They're a bit more direct. They're defended. If they need to kick it out of play, they'll kick it out of play. So I think they've just they're playing their way back into the season, I think, and 3 wins on the spin. They're not going to change now. They'll gradually gain more and more confidence, and when they start having more time on the training field, you'll see more expansive stuff. But at the moment, they can't risk playing like they did in the first couple of games.
How important has it been then also for Erik ten Hag as the manager to gain the confidence and the support of the fans with these 3 wins in a row now, which has taken them to 5th in the table?
Well, it's massive. It kind of silences everyone as you climb the table. No one can ever really say anything when you're winning and getting maximum points, and that's what he's done. He's kind of silenced it, but fair play to him. He stayed strong. He was under massive pressure. Like we said, it couldn't have got any worse in the opening games, but he's gone about his business and stuck with his principles at times, but been adaptable. Like Micheal said, if we have to go long, we have to go long, and this is a results-orientated business, and we saw that it's some managers have a quick, short lifespan, so he's doing what he needs to do.
OK, so it's another win for Manchester United, but now 4 defeats out of 5 for Leicester City in their start to the campaign. They remain bottom of the Premier League table. Let's get the post-match thoughts of Brendan Rodgers.
Brendan, another defeat. What are your thoughts on the performance this evening?
Well, I thought we were unfortunate to lose the game. Players gave everything. Their energy and intensity in the game was really good. We're disappointed with the goal, a little bit naive whenever we're coming out and when the ball's gone long, and then it left us open. We should close the pitch on the longer ball, but the players kept going. We had opportunities in the game, and like I say, it's just probably a little bit of craft in the final third of the field. We lacked, to be honest, but I can't fault the guys for effort and the mentality in the game. They give everything. The spirit was there, and we're just disappointed to lose a game that we should have at least taken something from.
I mean, arguably the best chance was right at the end with Justin James with a chance and just lost his composure.
Yeah, he was fantastic in the game. He made a great run, it's a great pass in. And yeah, he's obviously, it's one of those ones. It's very late in the game, and the technique sometimes goes a little bit when with a little bit of fatigue. But no, he's disappointed. You want to hit the target there, but he was very good for us on the evening.
Some boos at the end, Brendan. You'll have heard those. 4 defeats in a row. It doesn't look the rosiest of pictures. How concerned are you?
Well, it's disappointing, of course. It's not the start where we want it. It's a poor start. That's the reality for us. I think we've got circumstances that certainly hasn't helped us. That's for sure. But like I say, we won't hide, and certainly I won't, because it's my responsibility. And we know we have to pick up on our results. So we're hoping now, window closing this evening, brings that sort of mentality and focus back in as one. And like I say, we'll keep fighting. And as I said tonight, the spirit was good. They're not a team that's not giving everything. We just lack quality, and unfortunately we weren't able to do anything about that in the window.
You've lost Wesley Fofana, of course. Is it a relief that others haven't left the building?
Yeah, well, we never had too much, obviously, early in the window. That we had Barnsley and Matters was that there was inquiries about them, but no, but we couldn't have lost too many. We, as I said, we were already really low in terms of depth and quality. So to lose any more of our top players would have been a real challenge. So thankfully, at this moment, they're still here.
And how important, finally, was it to get somebody into the club yourself before the window shuts with the lad from France?
Well, it was important for so many reasons. You know, we needed 2 centre halves ideally, but with Wesley gone, we needed certainly a replacement for him. Wout is a experienced player. He's a leader, so he's going to come in and hopefully give us that personality when he plays as well. So looking forward to working with him. And like I say, and also we've got 3 of our players that played in at centre half that are in the last years of their contract. So we certainly needed to get at least one in, and yeah, we're delighted that he's joined us.